end of the day. I got rain on my visor. I made it home without getting completely soaked. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, but if you have a look at the bike, the screen's broken, quite a lot of bounce broken, clutch lever's broken, got scratches all over the side of Roxette, handlebars are bent. It has not been a good day. I'm going to roll the intro and then we'll get on with this ride, and I'll show you how I crashed. I'm okay. Bike's got some cosmetic damage. So you know your last ride was a good ride when you start the next ride and you've got no fuel. So I'm just going to top up with fuel and hit the tunnel and head west, because I'm meeting up with a couple of boys today. Hey, g'day big bikers! Well, it is a ride day today, and I got to tell you, I started the morning with the fuel light on. So to me that's an indication that the last ride was a really good ride, which actually it was. And so we're now heading out through the tunnel, obviously heading west. Going to meet up with a couple of guys. So going to meet up with one is Josh. Now you remember, and he came and rescued me that day. I was on the side of the hill. The 701 speared off up and out off the edge of the cliff or the side of the hill, and I just could not get the 701 back up by myself, and Josh very kindly came and rescued me, which was awesome. I was talking to Josh the other day. We said, hey, let's go for a ride. There's a couple of hills we want to have a go at. So he's bringing his Africa Twin, and he's also bringing a mate of his who's got a 701 long range. So I was kind of half inclined to bring the 701 as well, but I figured the 901 would make for a nice mix of bikes. So that's what we're doing. So we're going to head out nearly an hour out of town. We're meeting up, and we'll just top up the tanks. I've just got some fuel, and we'll just top up and then we'll head off up into the bush. So we're going up into the Ravensbourne National Park. Hey, good morning big bikers. Well, coffee in hand. I'm at the BP. Now, if you've been watching for a while, you'll know that mostly the trips to the desert and west start from this BP, which is black soil, just outside Ipswich, on the road up to Toowoomba. So this is the main road west from Brisbane. 701 long range. Have you given this thing a name, or is it just the Africa Twin?
Oh,
you don't care.
Had a lot of names over time. They've all been pretty good. It doesn't let me down.
So you guys all remember Josh? Josh came and rescued me from the side of the hill that time.
That's right.
Did you see all the comments?
Yeah.
Everybody needs a friend like Josh.
Yeah.
And this is Dale.
How he's going?
Dale's on the 701. So we're going to take the bikes out and see if we can conquer Mount Perseverance. Be easy, I reckon. Famous last words.
Yeah, that's it. Two are stuck at the bottom. Yeah, on the top.
Was that you two? Was that you? Oh, you were stuck at the bottom of the creek. How long did you guys spend down there?
5 or 6 hours. It was a long day.
This is a couple of weeks after I got rescued. They went down the side of a hill and yeah.
Had to get rescued.
Fortunately, there was a helicopter rescue part.
Yeah, right up the top. So we're all right.
Anyway, we're going to head off and talk on the road. Alright, so we have turned off the motorway onto the secondary. We've got about 3 or 4 k's to go before we hit the dirt. So, hit the dirt. A little bit sandy at the start of it. The boys just drop back a bit to stay out of the dust. I'm not trying to spin the back wheel up too much because I don't want to create too much dirt for them. I have not been up in here for many years, so I don't know what the conditions are like. I did read a report the other day from someone, looks like there's some dirt bikes up in here. I read a report the other day from someone saying that it's been pretty chopped up after the rain, so we will keep an eye on it. Just pull up and make sure everyone's alright. All good? I was actually just checking to make sure everyone's good. Okay, towel's a bit loose.
A little bit of movement.
Yeah, just moving in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the nylon nuts in there.
Yeah, it's not going anywhere.
No,
Probably shouldn't be.
shouldn't be stiff, shouldn't it?
Well, oh, if it falls off, we know it's not supposed to be like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that's.
It must have to move a little bit.
Tyres are probably a little high for this, but I'll be fine. Yeah, that suspension's really good. I'm very happy with that. So the plan for today is really to get to the base of Mount Perseverance and make a call on whether we're going to have a go at it. Last time I was there, the clay was wet and it was dark. It was getting dark. It was actually after sundown, but just still twilight. So the plan is just to try and get to the bottom of that and evaluate it. But we're just going to take the back road through this national park. See how this red mud, that'd just be horrendous down here in the wet. And there is a bit of water forecast for today, so there's apparently a storm. So if we don't get to Mount Perseverance before it rains, we certainly won't be going up. I was that was a bit deeper than I thought. I can hear some bikes up in the bush there. Yeah, this thing climbs, which is kind of, come on, look at this steep rocky shelfy thing, and it's just walking up. Big U-turn right here. Oh, I got the big twin up my tail. Oh, it's just so well behaved, this thing. Balance on it is so good. That's a nice climb, this. Very good. I'm very impressed with this thing. Check, Dale, to make sure your tower's still on. It's not getting worse. Oh, I just found an unknown issue with the 901. I landed a jump and the side stand came down and the bike shut off.
Oh, because of the
Yeah, so because I landed pretty flat. And the side stand just came down enough to shut it off. Fortunately, it comes up with a big display saying side stand. Oh, okay.
Ed used to do that as well.
Yeah. The boys and I have just finished a little break, little hydration station, and now we're heading up into Mount Perseverance. We're just coming out of the Ravens Bourne. We'll probably go up to the lookout and have a look, and then duck back into the bush. All very good. Boys are behind me, just sitting back in the dust a little bit, or sitting back from the dust. Geez, I like this bike. I'm very, very impressed with this bike. But I did discover that if you do a jump and land hard, the side stand will come down, and that's shut the bike off. Last time I came up here, this is all very, very slippery and wet, and I didn't really like the look of that.
So that's Mount Perseverance?
That's Mount Perseverance.
Yeah, right. That looks pretty much like the one that we come in on, steepness wise. Yeah. First little
I could barely get to here last time in the wet.
Yeah, wow. That's a proper hill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that last end looks really...
It's the last bit where you sort of do that bit of a dog leg then.
And then it gets really rocky.
Yeah.
And probably soft.
I wonder if this road goes round to the top, and it's doable from the top down. I'm not man enough for that.
701 would be perfect.
Yeah, well, if I'd have bought the 701, I'd be having a crack at it, but I've only got the 900, so, you know.
I'd probably nearly have a crack on it.
Oh, they always look steeper than they are too, you know.
Yeah. 100%. People get up and out and you're like, fuck my eyes. Yeah, it's not reliable. To the left, so you've got enough to be able to do that dog leg.
Yep.
And then just hold on. And connect.
Oh, he's going, is he? Look at that. Manual traction control. Yeah, that was where the problem was going to be. No, he's got no traction now. No. Yeah. Good thing they got a dry sump. Well, that's not bad.
That's the bit that I was worried about.
Yeah, the dog leg. Yep. Yeah, easy. Look at that.
So that bike's a lot easier to turn around than me.
Yeah, for sure. Yep. And not so concerned about putting it on the ground either.
No, that's right. It's designed for it.
Yeah, let's hope he gets down all right. That's a bit of a gully there where he's coming down. Yeah, he's... No. Yeah, I was a bit worried about that. Well, when you got a bike you're happy to drop, or prepared to drop, it's a little bit easier.
It's being able to pick it up that easy.
Yeah, yep, that's the thing. Yeah, the little dip there, he's going to lose. There, yeah, there he goes. He's all right now. Well done, mate.
Oh, an indicator.
Yeah, I know.
Oh no.
The bus buses work. Yeah.
So is it steeper than it looks?
It's steeper than it looks.
Yeah. Yep.
Definitely.
When you got to that point,
this goes up.
Yeah. Yep.
It's loose.
Yep.
Yeah, when I seen you couldn't get any traction, I was like, yeah. It's one of those things there, once you stop, you're not going again.
No.
Yeah.
And we can see you digging in and chucking rocks.
On the way down, my feet are just going.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Nothing on that.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, even this, like,
Yeah.
it's slippery.
Oh, good effort, mate. That was good. I love good content. Thank you.
Oh, gave it a go. It's an easy bike to pick up.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep. Like, if that was one of these up there,
No.
two-person lift on an angle like
Yeah, and you flip it over and it just roll down. Oh, let's go see where this one goes then. Probably goes up the top. Do you want to go first? I reckon that's it. Yeah, it's one of those hills that videos just don't do it justice. Yeah, that rocks. You got pretty close. Yep. But again, once you lost your momentum, it was all over.
It doesn't look near as bad from up here.
No. But just all those kind of rocks, you'd just be bouncing off those. No traction at all. The last time I was in here was after sunset. It was getting dark. I'd done that big loop around out through the back of Warwick and kind of Toowoomba, and I was heading home and just really didn't have time to explore. Now having had a look at that hill, I'm glad I didn't have a go at it on this one. I'm not a good enough rider to take this bike up that hill, so. Just doing some navigation on the fly. I like a dry weather only road. Now, if my mapping is correct, I was on the Africa Twin. I came up here and I was fully loaded with gear. I was coming the other way. I was coming up the hill, and I kind of a little bit of. I'd been on the bike for about 600 kilometres and I was trying to take a shortcut, and I ended up, if it was this track, very rutted out track. It might have been graded since then, because that was after I did the Pilliga ride, which is rode out to meet Hado and the boys out at Lightning Ridge. They were doing one of their big rides. Oh, that's your skid mark coming down. You've covered mine.
Like I said, even if I hadn't have seen you, I reckon I would have gone over.
Yeah.
So I was hard on.
So here's my front wheel. That's my front wheel there. And that's my rear wheel in there.
Yeah.
So I was already here.
Yeah. There you were proper crossed up.
Yep.
And I was like, he's either going to lay it and slide.
Yep.
But then it gripped.
Yep. And high-sided. Yep.
And that just shot you over.
Yeah. Okay, well the guys have just left. We're at the Plainlands Hotel. We've just had lunch. It's what's the time? It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. The guys have just taken off because they've got an event they need to be at. Look at the poor condition of the bike. My new MSR screen's broken. My quad lock anti-vibration mount is broken. The handlebars are bent. Plastics are all full of rocks and everything up inside here. I mean, it's all cosmetic, and there's a few scratches, a few bush pinstripes on the girl, but that's what the sticker kit's there for. Yeah, it's just it's all just cosmetic stuff. I don't think there's anything permanent there. I'll have to reset the triple clamps because I'll just loosen them all off and I'll reset the forks. I think there's probably a little twist in them, but it's just moved in the triple clamps. I don't think anything's bent. But that's it. I mean, you know, could have been way worse. Could have been a shoulder, collarbone, arm, but just fortunate to land safely in a good runoff area. Again, it's never the speed or the crash, it's always the sudden stop. So I had a good downhill runoff in the grass, which I'm really grateful for. But that's just a really disappointing way to finish a ride. But it was just, it was all me, you know. As like the frequency of my crashes lately has been increasing, so I need to obviously wind it back a little bit. I didn't think I was going particularly hard, but when I picked the bike up, it was in 4th gear and I was still going down the hill, so I probably should have wound it off a little bit more. I was over on the left-hand side of the road because of my previous experience with motor vehicles coming the other way, and there was quite a significant roll-off into a spoon drain, which, you know, it was off camber. The road was off camber, and then I got into this loose gravel down into a spoon drain, and yeah, I got pretty wildly crossed up, well and truly 90 degrees to the direction of travel, and then came to a sudden stop and got high-sided. So this corner of the bike got slammed into the ground. Anyway, I got a wet ride home. I was caught up with the boys, the African Twin and the 701 long range. He was having a little trouble getting the fuel from his back tanks to the front tank, so I pulled up on the side of the highway and I was able to catch him. So everything seems to be alright now.